co-host, Box Watterson.
That's me.
And my other co-host, the doc/audio engineer. Yeah! Good God, welcome everybody. So excited to be back for another week. It's continuing, it's rolling on. And as always, I have lots of shit that's bothering me and lots of shit to complain about, lots of things that we're going to get to. First of all, as if I didn't have enough problems already with remembering to get dressed in the mornings, waking up for work. I always have an issue with lunches. Okay, there's no good way of preparing for that far in advance during the day. Okay, I don't care what kind of cooler you have or what kind of backpack you have, what kind of nice little lunchbox or fucking tin you carry, but brown paper bag you carry your sandwich in. I'm not that good at planning that far in advance. Okay?
No, I just swing it, whatever.
I'm sure I'll figure out something when the time comes.
Exactly. That's how I take life.
Right. So there's going to be a vending machine somewhere. I'm going to munch down some pretzels and I'm going to drink some fountain water. I'm going to go into the bathroom and I'm going to fill up my hands and make a bowl and I'm going to sip it. Well, I never know what to pack for lunch, first of all. I never know what to pack. I never know what should be in there. Okay, so you know what my lunch was today? You know what my grand masterpiece was? My wonderful dish, my 7-course meal that I packed for lunch today? I brought 3 bananas. Okay. I'm an adult male, and I brought 3 fucking bananas. That's not gonna sustain me for the entirety of my workday. And as if that wasn't enough of a kick in the face, I go to peel back my bananas. I don't even know what brand it is. I don't care. I didn't know that a fruit could have a brand.
Banana brand bananas.
It's a brand. Hey,
Cheetah.
Fun fact. Let me start off by saying this. If I'm not mistaken, fucking Google it. All the bananas on Earth are genetically identical.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, they're genetically identical. I'm a genius. So first of all, I'm looking at my bananas here, and 2 of them have these 1 stickers on them, branding them, it's a fucking fake. It's a scam. You can't brand a fucking plant. You have the same exact bananas as this other guy. You guys are selling the same bananas, and they're the exact same.
It's about how they're picked. I mean,
whatever.
They can be picked with the right hand, with the left hand,
by whomever,
with the mouth.
whomever picks them. But anyways, I see my 2 stickers. I peel them off because I don't like it. I don't like the thought of adhesives in my food. And I go to peel off the 3rd one, and it has a fucking Minion sticker on it.
Oh my God.
It has a Minion, as if Minions as if they hadn't invaded every facet of my life already, and as if every grandmother and every father who is impossibly out of touch with what is cool in life, as if all of them hadn't already just co-opted bananas and the Minions enough and taking this movie way too seriously.
All those Facebook posts of it's like, I'm sassy, and then they got a picture of a Minion on there.
Who's drawing these? Is this a company? Do they make these memes? But anyways, I look and I see the Minion on my sticker. I'm like, dude, this movie was made like 4 years ago. My first thought is why is this sticker different from the others? Then I realized, wait, how fucking old is this banana? How old is this banana that it has a goddamn sticker on it of a Minion? Is this some genetic? This is what people are afraid of whenever you start talking about GMOs. They're afraid of genetically modified bananas that are like 4 or 5 years old and you can't tell the fucking difference.
They're like fucking McDonald's fries.
The ones that look the same. Yeah. How old they are.
You can sit them. The McDonald's fries that fall between the cushions of your
couch fries.
Yeah, couch fries. And you never know they're still salty.
Yeah, they look the exact same.
Wonderfully crisp. And, to me, that's a good product. But normally, I'd be all on board for a nice McDonald's couch fry. But a 4-year-old Minion banana, I'm petrified, but I eat it anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
because it's one of only 3 bananas.
One of only 3 bananas that I packed for my genius. All the genius that I possess. I think, hey, you know what? 3 bananas sounds like that. That'll hold me over. That'll hold me over for the day. And they say bananas that they're considered to be like a brain food. They're another one of those scams to where they're like, hey, this food's better for your brain. Makes you smarter. Makes you think better. And speaking of that, I went to a library this week. And as per my usual life, my usual schedule, it's an experience. It's an experience of ups and downs. I experience bliss. I experience a feeling of excitement that I've stumbled upon something that I don't think any of my friends know about, and I'm met with disappointment in the end. I'll get to that. So I go to the library because I don't own a printer. No one owns a printer because printers
they don't work.
Printers don't work. No one knows how to make a printer work. Printer manufacturers make them so they don't work, so you just keep buying new printers. So I go to the library to print off a shipping label to return some stupid fucking book. Anyways, yeah, the book didn't have enough knowledge in it. I blew through it too quick. There wasn't enough volumes. And I went to print off the shipping label, and I walk into the library. I don't have a library card. I don't frequent there. I have the internet.
Exactly. I don't even know why the library is still a thing.
Exactly.
I think books. I think that's what.
What's a book?
Exactly.
It's a paper version of the internet, I think.
Future. So anyways, man, I go into the library and I'm looking around, and it's like a booming economy. It's like an ecosystem that I've never been exposed to before in my life. It's a place that I never knew existed. It's as if I go into my backyard and I say to myself, hey, I'm going to dig a swimming pool. And I take my pickaxe or my spade, whatever you use to dig these days, fucking lightsaber, and I dig it down into the ground. And it's as if upon the first strike to the soil, I uncover this cavernous underground city where there's a bunch of mole people commuting back and forth to work, and they've got their mole people jobs, and they're plotting on how to overtake the surface. It's as if I found this whole other world. I come in here, it's the stereotypical. It's like they're filming a movie. They're filming a movie. They've got kids and adults alike sitting cross-legged in the floor in the aisles between the bookshelves, and they're reading books. They're engaged. They're zoned in to the text. And I look to my left, then I look over, there's a kids section. There's a single mother, bringing her small child up and showing him a Dr. Seuss book. And then I look over, and then there's a computer section. And
this is where things turn.
This is where things get a little grassy, okay? Yeah. This is where something bad's going to happen. Technology is involved with a primitive space such as a library. You know there's going to be a culture clash here, okay? There's going to be something fucked up going on that's just going to completely ruin your experience. So I go over to the computers, and they have these little slips with these little like temporary time codes. Yeah, you got to type them in, and they'll give you like X amount of time, whatever. So all the computers are full. There's probably 10 computers, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, while these guys are doing this, I see there's a little sign that says 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, well, they've probably been on there for 20 minutes already. These guys look like there's beads of sweat going down their fucking head, so they've been there a while. Anyway, so I start just walking around, trying not to look like I'm plotting a terror attack, and I'm just looking at stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what people do in libraries. I guess I'm like, pretend I'm looking for something. Pull out my phone. No, yeah, wait, exactly. Why am I pulling out my phone? I'm here. I could pull out my phone anywhere. I need to just continue to look at stuff. So I go over this one section. Guys, Blockbuster never went away. They just changed form. It's like thermodynamics. Energy never dissipates. It just changes form. Okay? Matter just changes form. It never just ceases to exist under, I guess, there's certain circumstances, I'm sure. But anyways, Blockbuster morphed into a fucking library. I stumble across these bookshelves, and there's not books there. Blu-ray DVDs as far as the eye can see.
Oh,
Blu-rays. You can rent Blu-rays from the library, and I don't even know how much.
Literally didn't know that.
Yes. Can you believe that?
I knew you could like pre-order or take out like VHS tapes.
Yeah, I was about to say. I imagine you could still get VHS tapes there, but not
yeah,
like
you can
Blu-ray
get one of those.
DVDs.
What are those things? The giant screens with the little bitty film reels with the newspaper clippings and shit in them.
Yeah,
that's what I thought a library was. That's what I've been led to believe my entire life. Well, I go over here, and they've got stuff starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Well, he's hip, right? They've got tons of shit over here, and I'm looking at these, and I'm like, wow, if I gave a shit about movies, that would be like, this would be awesome for me if I didn't have Netflix. And I'm looking at this for 10 or 15 minutes, and I go back over to the computers, and I see a little glimmer of hope. There's this big fat guy. He gets up, this bald-headed motherfucker with his scrunched up face. You can tell I already don't like him. I make snap judgments too quickly. But anyways, he gets up, and I'm like, great, he's getting off his 30-minute computer. His ass sprints over to the counter, grabs another slip, and runs back to the fucking computer. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? That's just 30 minutes, not... This isn't PlayStation 4 share play. You can't just restart the share play after an hour.
Yeah.
You've got to... No, there are other people here waiting to get on this computer. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stare this guy down. I'm just gonna sit and fucking look at him, and I'm gonna beam negative thoughts his way, and maybe he's in tune with the solar system enough to where he's gonna pick up on this, and he's gonna see the error in what he's done. And he sits at the computer for maybe like another 10 minutes. At this point, I'm fuming. I'm fuming with rage. My ass cheeks have never been so clenched. Okay, never been so clenched. And he gets up. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. This is a start. And I see he's walking over to these kids, these two young kids that are sitting over these other computers, and he's like, hey, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go outside. I'll wait on you in the car. And I'm like, oh, of course he's the father of these fucking kids that have been sitting over this whole time. One thing that I failed to mention that I noticed is that these kids, they're not. I was like, you know what, man? These kids, they're in here fucking learning. This gives me hope. Okay, I don't have any hope for that guy because he doesn't own a computer. You know, these kids can't fucking help it. They can't get jobs. But this guy over here, he should have a personal computer at home.
Yeah.
But these kids are in here. They're studying. They're utilizing the resource. At least I know my tax dollars aren't 100% useless, being wasted on bureaucracy. Well, I decided to take a little sneak peek past these kids. They're playing an online Lego version of what looks like Minecraft to me.
Oh my fucking God. Roblox?
Whatever it's called. Okay, I don't care what it's called, but that's what they're doing. And I'm like, of course, this guy's the father of these fucking juvenile delinquents. Lock them up. Lock them up. Build a wall. Build a wall in front of these fucking kids. Okay? And these kids, I'm walking past them. I'm like, you little son of a fucking bitch. I ought to fucking smack the shit out of you. You need discipline in your life. And I go sit down on my computer. And after 15 minutes of fidgeting with the thing and getting a woman who's probably 4 times my age to explain to me how the system works, I finally am able to log on, go to my email. Okay, this shipping label's emailed me. I keep a list of all of my internet passwords. Every fucking one of them, an undisclosed list, a secret list. No one knows about it. Underground, hidden in a vault somewhere in a desert in Arizona. I keep
with the mole people.
Yeah, exactly.
They're keeping it in their mole people Fort Knox. They keep my internet passwords safe. So I hit up mole people. I say, mole people, I need the password to my Gmail, please. Gmail, the superior email service. And they tell me, oh, well, we don't have that on file. I'm like, huh? Well, that's great, because I don't know my password. So I go on there and I'm like, forget password. And it says, okay, it's been sent to your Hotmail account. I'm like, oh, you mean that recovery account that I haven't logged into since I was in the 5th grade? Oh, great.
I'll remember that one.
Such a better chance of me being able to log in. So by the grace of Lord Talos, fucking Cthulhu or something, by the grace of the mole people, I'm able to guess this password and I get in. And I change my password and I write it down as I'm doing it. And I'm positive it matches. I'm positive I know the password. I go to log in first I look at my phone. I go to log into my phone again. Wrong password. I'm like, okay, I'll type it in again. I change my password. I end up having to change my password again. I change it 4 other fucking times before I'm able to get it to work. And then I realized that I'm like, wait, what Hotmail password did I type in? So I forget that too.
Oh no.
So I have to change that again. So I'm 45 minutes in. I've already pulled a bald guy and ran and grabbed another ticket. Something I'm still pissed at myself about. And I log back in, and I'm sitting here, and I'm concentrating. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to print. And these little kids across from me, they're sitting right across from me. They're like, no, you fucking idiot. You're cussing up a storm. They're like, no, you got me killed. I'm going to a different team. If you know, I'm like, this is, I'm fuming even more about it. I'm like, not only is this game, I know this game isn't educational now. I don't know what a Lego is, but I know it's not educational. Okay. And they're sitting here bitching and moaning, complaining, whining. And there's a gentleman to my right who's just, he looks like he's a father himself. He's just giggling, laughing, like, boys will be boys. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at me, nudging me with the ball, and I'm like, get off of me. And he looks at me, and he's like, hey, man, how do I unclick? How do I, every time, I can never encounter a person who is at least 5 years older than me that doesn't ask me how they fucking unclick on the computer. I can't deal with it anymore. And that almost threw me, I almost flew backwards in my chair upon hearing that. And I finally get to the point to where I click print. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so happy. And I go up to the printer, and there's a kiosk. It says insert 10 cents for one copy.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
You're fucking kidding me. You tell me that a large portion of every dollar that I make goes towards, I paid for this paper in advance. You understand me, librarian? Miss Lady? And you're telling me I have to pay 10 cents for a fucking piece of paper. That piece of paper does not cost 10 cents. I know how much paper costs. That's an old technology. I can go buy a Nintendo 64 that used to cost $400 brand new. I can buy it for 15 cents at a fucking garage sale.
Exactly.
Oh, paper, that's 17th century shit. You can take your papyrus and you can fucking shove it up your ass. Okay, I know that's different from paper. Whatever. It's made from different stuff. So anyways, I'm like, well, you know what? I expected this. I'm glad that I have a pocket full of change. I went to my change jar before I left the house. I was fucking prepared because I wasn't asking old ashy elbowed motherfucker next to me who asked how to unclick. I wasn't going to ask him for 10 cents. And I realized, it's in my car. So I have to entrust the guy that I refused to tell him how to unclick. I'm like, hey man, about before, it doesn't matter. Anyways, can you watch my computer? Make sure old fat guy didn't come back and click. And he's like, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. So I literally go full blown sprint to my car. And I'm not even in a parking spot. I'm way far away from the library because there's so many people there. It's packed. So I'm parked in like next to a dumpster. And I run to my car and I open it, I grab my 10 cents and I sprint back in and I'm out of breath and people are looking, I'm audibly breathing. And at this point, I know I'm about to be accused of a terrorist. This guy definitely has something, he's fucked up. So I print off my paper and I drive home and I swear to God, my opinion on a place has never went from, wow, this is amazing. This is fantastic. This is a community coming together. I've never had an experience to where I've felt a community come together so closely, and I've been my hope has been restored for humanity. I've never felt that type of joy and then had it ripped away so fucking quickly.
Man, that's fucking libraries for you.
Fucking libraries, man. Anyway,
so Mantis, you were talking about real quick. You were talking about passwords and just how frustrating that could be. I was going to save it for later, do my thing, the bane of my existence, but it flowed so perfectly into what it was going to be.
Yeah, best to interject it now while the fluids are still fresh.
Yeah. So you were talking about passwords and like the whole bullshit recovery process that you have to go through to get that back. Well, I just recently, I was trying to use, I'll just say an app on my phone. I'm going to try and keep that private. An app on my phone, and it was having trouble, and it wanted me to, usually it just keeps me signed in, but it wanted me to sign back in. I was like, okay, no big deal. I remember my password. So before I could do that, I had to put something in, and they are the baniest, the baniest of the banes of my existence. They piss me off so bad because maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe it boils down to I'm just stupid.
Maybe my
I'm
goldfish
incompetent.
memory has fucking failed me.
Fucking security questions.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my. So I'm not alone here. So it asked me the security question. Okay, I'm great. I don't have to write my passwords down. I have a good memory.
Yeah,
I remember things
Not me.
that I've come up with years and years ago. I was like, I use this for my password. Except for some reason, I have a fucking mental block against security questions. Like, what was your favorite teacher in school? I'm like, well, I like
My
this
opinions have changed.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like, I don't know what I answered. It may have changed by this time. And that's what that particular way was. This one was actually what's your least favorite teacher in high school. I was like, well, I hated this one.
Fuck all of them. God.
I hated this other one too. I don't know which one I put. And if you don't get it right, it's like, oh, that can't be him. That's nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what ends up happening with me is it's like, what is your grandmother's name? Your paternal grandmother. And I'm like, okay, paternal. So that's my father's mother. Okay, this is my father's mother's name. And it's like, incorrect. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's incorrect. I know my grandma's name.
I mean, they're super like punctuation and capital and everything sensitive.
Yeah, but there's I think about that whenever I answer the question.
I try to, but apparently it doesn't fucking work.
So I look forward to the future on that. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be case sensitive. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm just gonna use all lowercase. It's gonna make it as simple as possible, as clean as possible. Oh, grandmammy there. I'm just gonna write her name down. Simple, clean cut. But just like every other website, your password, it's like they jumble up your password. They're like, oh, we fucked up storing your password. Just it's your fault. You need to reset it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then there's the ones that have more specific situations, like the teacher one. I don't remember if I put Mr. or if I just put the name. I don't know if I put his first name. I don't know if I put a fucking period after the Mr. I don't know if I...
Did I spell out Mr. M-I-S-T-E-R?
Yeah, did I spell it out? Did I spell his name differently?
Did I use his first name?
There's literally umpteen fucking variables that I could have put. I don't remember.
Did I accidentally put a space after his name?
I have that.
Yes, how am I supposed to know if there's a space after his name?
Security questions are meant to be used as a last resort. Like, all right, this is something only you can know. We've tried to verify you in 40 other ways. So if you don't answer this right, we're fucking locking your account down. And it's just like, it's stressful. It's just like, this is the last resort, and I don't know.
That's the best thing. Yeah, we're going to lock you out of your account, and you're going to call somebody in India, and he's going to be super helpful, but you're not going to understand a goddamn thing he's saying. It's going to be just this whole debacle where you go through, you call, and you answer 15 customer service surveys, and then he tries to before he even services you as a customer, you answer a pre-customer service survey, and then after you receive your shitty customer service.
How do you think your customer service rep is going to do? I don't know. Hopefully good, I guess. Hopefully.
I'm hopeful that this may be wishful thinking, but I'd like to imagine that he's going to be a pretty decent guy.
And his service is like, have you tried turning your computer on?
How's that going to help me reset my fucking security password? Security question. So yeah, man, security. Like, I don't know. Is there a better way to do it? You maybe like use the little captchas or whatever they're. Let's use something else. Come on, clearly I'm not alone in this thought. You have heard the voice of the people, the mansplaining of
the condescending assholes that are telling you that are your pretending to be experts on your system. And there's something you just said, captchas.
Captchas.
That's one of those words that...
I say captchas.
Captchas, whatever. That's one of those words that I've never actually thought about bringing it to life and actually saying it. It's one of those words that I just recognize it kind of as... They're these symbols, and I recognize them, and in my brain...
I hate those things, too.
Yeah, in my brain, there's like a chemical reaction that is stimulated. It's a stimuli and it stimulates my brain, and it causes this chemical reaction to happen to where my brain processes the information and processes the symbols, the little squiggly marks, and I understand what it's telling me to do. It's saying, hey, you need to type in, you need to go in, and you need to mimic what this little box is saying. But I've never actually been like, hey, I've never had the necessity to say, hey, I'm typing in a CAPTCHA. Hold on, I'll be in there. I'll help you tie your shoes in a minute, box.
Yeah.
I've just got to.
I have trouble with that sometimes.
I've got to type in this CAPTCHAs.
Hey, but you know what? At least CAPTCHAs, whatever. At least they have evolved, unlike security questions. Like before, it's just like you enter in some phrase like "silly willy." That was your CAPTCHA. Yeah, now you have to like. I've seen some that you have to like click on certain pictures. It'll be like click on all the pictures.
Yeah, it's got those are the worst ones because it's like, hey, you need to select the square, select the compartmentalized little section of this picture that has a sign in it. And it's like, well, what constitutes a sign? Is there a standard that's established in this? How do I know what you mean by a sign? What if there's a guy that's like holding up like he's got two fingers waving in the air? Like, that's a sign. That's a peace sign.
Yeah.
There's a tree.
That's a peace sign.
A sign of life. A tree's a sign of life.
Exactly. A tree's a sign of what if a guy's smiling? That's a sign of optimism and hope and happiness. What constitutes a sign?
We're getting into some serious overthinking here.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about some missed opportunities that I've had this week and that we've all had this week. There was a fucking Renaissance fair, a Renaissance festival in town this week. And guess who didn't go?
All of us.
All of us.
Yeah.
So I'd like to take time to think about what we missed out on.
Jousting.
Legs
of mutton to
I was going to say
flesh.
that. I was going to get a turkey leg.
And the juices would run down my chest and my chest and my beard.
They would have soaked into your beard. You could have had some for later. I could have been walking around with a big ass drum, a big turkey leg, and I could have taken a big bite out of it, a big gristly, greasy bite. I don't even like dark meat, and I would have gladly partaken in eating a turkey leg at a Renaissance festival.
Yeah,
you know, I look for every excuse I can get to dress up.
Yeah, and I'll be there as close as I possibly can to being in Game of Thrones. That's my dream.
Yes, and I am Khaleesi. I am on a dragon. My blonde, my white platinum glowing hair is flowing behind me, and I have a cloak, and there's a small man that accompanies me everywhere that I go. Box, you're the small man.
No.
And that's not the only missed opportunity that I've had this week. I've also had the missed opportunity. I had this missed opportunity every single week. I didn't win the lottery this week. That's another missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity that I don't talk about enough. I'm pissed. But I don't really have much to bitch about because I don't play the lottery, but I still like
what the hell?
I still like to think it was a missed opportunity. I'm sure someone somewhere won the lottery and
that could have been you.
It could have been you can't win if you don't play. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
If you don't try in life, what are you going to accomplish? If you don't shoot for the moon, you'll never land amongst the stars.
That's right.
I think it's time for some mansplaining this week, fellas. I know you've been anticipating. You've been eagerly awaiting my topic that's gonna throw you off. You're gonna say, man, Mantis, the way the mansplaining topics you come up with, I think I know everything about them. I think that I've explored every crack and crevice of this common thing that I've seen every day in my life. I think that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this topic. And I'm gonna say, no, wait, just hold up a second. You've got no idea. You don't even have the gist of it. This week, drum roll. Cheetah print.
Cheetah print.
Cheetah print, fellas. What are you gonna say about cheetah print?
Never fails to surprise me.
Your brain. I see the gears turning. I see the hamster wheels moving, and I don't see anything coming out. I don't see a turbine converting that hamster motion into electricity. But guess what? It's happening up here in my cranium. Cheetah print. It's one of those things. Let me start off like this. Let me tell you the origin of this.
Is
So-
it a cheetah?
Yeah, probably.
Listen. So, I'm a man who I don't like to think of myself as being susceptible to the elements. Okay, it's something I don't think about. You know, there's some people that they have like whenever engineers design buildings, they make them earthquake proof in anticipation of a natural disaster. You know, what if the earth were to shake beneath the ground that this foundation of this skyscrapers of Trump Tower is built upon? What happens to Trump Tower?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make it to where it sways. I'm gonna make it to where it adapts. Okay, I've never looked at myself as being susceptible to any of that.
And I totally know what you're saying. You're the type of guy that wears shorts in the middle of winter.
Yeah, because I'm building up the strength of my mitochondria in my legs. They get used to they get adapted to the cold.
You just like, I can do it. Whatever the elements, they're not a thing.
Cold. What's cold? Cold is weakness leaving the body, okay? Or something like that. Something that makes me sound tough. So I don't think of myself as being susceptible to the elements. So something that has never occurred to me, a necessity that has never arose in my life, is a necessity for an umbrella.
Yeah.
An umbrella. Who fucking owns an umbrella? Who buys an umbrella other than a woman? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Right.
People that live where it rains a lot. I don't even think they own one.
So I'm like, oh wow, it's piss pouring rain outside. The first thought that comes to my head is, wow, I'm gonna get wet. It's never, I should grab an umbrella. I've got enough shit I've got to carry. I've got to carry the burden of being a man, okay? I have enough weight on my shoulders. I don't need the 0.75 pounds extra weight from a fucking umbrella. And most of them, even the ones that are full size are the only ones that work. The ones that are like small and travel size, they've got like an inch long, I don't even know what you want to call it, fucking stick, little stick you hold that keeps the umbrella up. And so it's supposed to start piss pouring rain. I'm going to work. I'm going to be going to work. It's supposed to piss pour rain. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a responsible adult. This is something that adults do. They prepare for the weather. They watch the Weather Channel. And I asked my fiance, I said, hey, can I borrow your umbrella? She has an umbrella. Of course she has an umbrella. She's an intelligent person. She's a person that realizes that she isn't bigger than planet Earth. The only reason why the human race has gotten as far as it has is because men have such large egos.
Yeah.
That's true. What would happen if during the caveman times, if all of a sudden here comes a woolly mammoth, the whole village is starving? What do you do, Box?
You kill it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You say, hey, I am 175. I'm a 200-pound man. That 15-ton woolly mammoth, he ain't shit. That's what you say.
Yeah, exactly. What am I? I can take this thing on.
Exactly.
It's no problem for me. I'm a dude.
Exactly. So I finally realized that Earth is a pretty big fucking place, and Mother Nature, she ain't playing no games. So I'm like, I'm going to for once, since I have like a mile walk to work from this parking lot's way far away from the entrance to my work. I have a day job. I'm not that successful yet. Anyways, so I borrowed this umbrella, and it's nice and black, sleek. This thing looks like the Batmobile version of an umbrella, and it transforms just as so. I get to work, and I undo my umbrella. What a coincidence. It starts raining. It starts pouring. You know what they say, guys.
When it rains, it pours.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree is what I was going to say. But that one works a lot better. That sounds so much better. We're going to go with that one. Cut that other part out. Anyways, so I walk into work. Not a drop of fucking rain gets on me. First thing that happens is I get up around my little area. Some of the people that work with me, they're like, nice umbrella. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I don't know. I'm like, okay, I guess people just... I've never carried an umbrella, so I don't know how frequently people get compliments on umbrellas. I'm like, well, thank you. It's not mine, but okay. I accepted the compliment, as I always do. I always need words of encouragement. And I get up to my station, and I realize I'm indoors and my umbrella's still open. Why is my umbrella still open? This is bad luck according to people that are superstitious. I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious. So I don't, there's some that I kind of opt out of. I'll opt out of believing. I get to fold my umbrella up and I look at it and it's fucking covered in cheetah print.
Oh my God.
Covered. The top of it, it's like an inverted reverse umbrella that's designed so when you get in your car, it folds outwards and collapses in on itself so you can shake the rain out and so you can, you don't have to get too much. Yeah. Anyway, so the bottom is nice and black. It looks good. But the top is cheetah print. It's complete cheetah print. And I don't know why I have a problem with that. But society, apparently this is something this is an effect that you can observe in society. They've taken this cheetah print and they've made it mean something that if you were to look at a cheetah in the wild, you wouldn't you wouldn't look at a like they've feminized it.
That's true.
Okay? They've taken this cheetah print and they made me feel like less of a man because I'm carrying cheetah print. When would you go into the wild and see that cheetah print and not instantly, instinctual, it's in your DNA that you're going to fear that cheetah print because the cheetah is the fastest fucking mammal on planet Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, like the old 80s TV shows and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, look at my car. It's so fast. I rub cheetah blood on it. That's how badass it is. Cheetahs in that context are fucking badass.
They are. They're killing machines. Okay, there is no prey that can escape them.
So what about it? Just the outside of the cheetah, the cheetah print. What have they done to it?
See, that's the thing. Everybody, when they think of cheetah prints, you see frequently. You see the young girl who decides in her rebellious teenage years she wants a tattoo. So she gets a half sleeve starting at her shoulder, trickling down to about halfway between her elbow and the top of her shoulder. She's got like a cheetah print. Like a half sleeve little going on. So mommy and daddy can't see her when she's wearing a t-shirt. They can't see that she broke the rules. It's become a rebellious sign of teenage girls. A sign of, I don't know. I guess it's cute. They got it on their phone cases. They got it on their
and apparently their umbrellas too.
Yeah, their car seat covers. This cheetah print. And I'm being made to feel like I'm less masculine because I have cheetah print on my umbrella. They don't know it's my fiance's umbrella. From the outside looking in, they're like, hey, this guy just has a cheetah print umbrella. And I just think it's ridiculous that this cheetah print has been co-opted. It's been co-opted to mean, that's like if someone were to take the visualization, the image of a gun, and make it mean like, I don't know, something stupid like that gun, rather than symbolizing a weapon that can be used for self-defense or just murder or a deadly hunk of metal. It's like, oh, look, that guy has a gun. He must really like penises, gay wiener. That guy likes gay wiener since he has a gun. That's what I feel like. I feel like they've taken this cheetah print and they're like, oh, this deadly, this symbol, this incarnation of speed and fangs and claws and the wild, of death, of the cheetah. This image of the cheetah has been taken and it's been co-opted into meaning, I don't know, fucking trashy 16-year-old white girl.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know what you mean. Like, what's the difference between like the cheetah print and like, let's say, a grizzly bear? But whenever you think of like a grizzly bear hair, you're like, oh, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, they've desensitized people to it. Before you know it, people are going to think grizzly bears. They're going to start putting grizzly bear patterns or fur or whatever on the back of phone cases. And people are going to be like, oh, grizzly bears are cute. Grizzly bears are feminine. And then they're going to go try to pet a grizzly bear.
Exactly.
And they're going to get their face mauled off.
Exactly. Because what's the difference between a grizzly bear and a cheetah? They both run fast.
Yes, especially.
And they're both deadly.
Exactly. So a cheetah will grab you by your face and drag you up a tree.
Yeah.
It will defy the laws of physics. If you weigh more than it can drag your ass up a fucking tree and eat you alive. it'll eat you, then kill you. Okay? This thing it's a deadly force of nature. You know, I said earlier that I've never looked at myself as being susceptible to the elements in nature, but one thing that I've picked up upon is that cheetahs are, I ain't fucking with no cheetah.
Yeah.
I'll storm down a woolly mammoth and I'll take my spear and my little slingshot stick thing that they use, and I'll throw a spear at a damn woolly mammoth, but that thing don't run 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And they're fucking extinct, so they must not have been so fucking deadly.
Not so great now, you extinct little fuckers.
Yeah, what do you, not so tough when you're frozen in permafrost, huh? You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I never even thought of that before. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point to where it's gonna spread, man. It's gonna happen to everything. And if cheetah print isn't safe, we're not safe. Okay? The term man, what it is to be a man, that's no longer a sacred term. Soon, being a man it's just going to mean that you carry a Furby on one of those little clips that you can clip it on your belt loop, and being a man is going to mean that you wear Toms to formal events. Being a man is going to mean that whenever approaching a restaurant, when approaching a waitress at a restaurant, you ask if there's a vegan menu. That's what's going to happen.
That's what what I'm going to refer to as the cheetah print ideology.
That's so true.
The cheetah print ideology. They take things. Before you know it, the atomic bomb is going to be they're going to have a kids show about it. They're going to be desensitized. They're going to put flowers.
I'm Adam, the atomic bomb.
Yeah, they're going to put little flowers all over the tops of the thermonuclear warhead is going to be painted with flowers. And
give it some lipstick.
Yeah, give it a cute little
mouth. It's going to have
It's going to have lipstick on it, and it's going to carry a purse. The thermonuclear warhead's going to carry a purse. And then people are going to just be like, "Oh, well, my skin's melted off, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm not afraid. I'm fine.
It's cute.
It's got a purse. It can't be that
a cheetah print purse."
Yeah, so it's got a cheetah print purse, and the image of that's tattooed on some 15-year-old girl's arm who got a tattoo in a basement. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm thinking it's about time to move on to something else. This is making me question my entire existence.
Well, Mantis, I've got something that will make you just feel like existence is just worth living.
Yeah, like it's not so hard, like it's not so strenuous.
Yes, because it's that time of year again.
What's that? Where have we arrived?
It's that time of year, the Mecca of gaming, the biggest conference in the world, Lord. E3.
Lord, oh my God. You know, that's one of those things that it comes a lot faster than it comes a lot faster than you'd expect, and it's one of those little gems, one of those little rosebuds left to you by the universe that kind of makes you remember that, you know, it's not a bad thing that you're getting out of bed every morning. Hey Mantis, you don't have to rely so much on booze to get through a podcast because it's time for E3. Here's something that's going to make your miserable existence a little worth living. So,
yeah.
So what do you
next
got?
Next week is the start of E3. So I thought me and you, we could play a little game.
Oh, like a little competition. You know, you've been awfully competitive lately. You like to pit us against each other. You like to try to tear us
something
apart.
In my blood. I have to see competition.
Yeah, I can see you sweating it out. I can see you sweating the poor sportsmanship out of your pores. What's
like? I look at it like a window and see like two raindrops. I'm like, all right, I'm voting on the one on the left. That one's gonna win. You know, I have that.
We're racing. What do we? So what do we got? What's the competition?
So we have to predict what's gonna happen at E3, and whoever gets the most corrections correct, they win.
Corrections correct? You mean
predictions?
Like predictions. Whatever. You know what I meant. But anyway.
Yes, I kind of knew what you meant.
But that's the game.
Okay, so unfortunately,
the winner will get a cheap WWE plastic belt.
Don't tell me it's cheap.
It's very cheap. Extremely cheap. We do not have a very big
It's
budget
cheap, then
here.
what's my incentive?
We spend all of our money on audio equipment, so we can't afford to have a gold plated stamp.
Couldn't afford.
No, we can't.
Stamp
Yeah, you spent all the
WWE
money.
belt.
You spent all the money on stupid gifts for me that should have went to a really nice belt for the champion of this.
Oh my god!
Well, I want that belt. I'm telling you right now, I want that fucking belt.
Well, you're not gonna win because
I'm gonna put that on my wall.
you may not know this about me, but I'm a virtuoso when it comes to video games.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. That really fucking teared me. God, oh my God, Doc, he's making a face right now. He's making a stupid face. Okay, so let's get this rolling because unfortunately for you, I'm good at predicting things. I've got kind of this vision into the future of I can identify trends and I can see where things are going. I'm a lighthouse in the cove. Not only do I guide people to the truth, but there's some unknown force that guides me to the truth.
Mantis, I really feel like you need a lighthouse tattoo as much as you think you're a lighthouse.
Yeah, and I'll get it right next to a koi fish wrapped around an anchor.
Just get it tattooed on the side of your penis.
We'll get the cliche. Oh my God, that'll be a very unimpressive lighthouse. No one would be able to see it. All right, let's get this fucking competition going so I can smash you in it.
All right. So my first prediction is it's one that probably a lot of people see coming, but Mr. Hideo Kojima, he just can't help himself. He's going to show up for the third time in a row, just showing off the same game, probably no gameplay. He's just going to show up on stage. He's going to be like, look at this third trailer of Death Stranding. It's not going to come out until like 2020, but here's another trailer.
There'll be a new game console by those times. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know what?
That's my prediction. He will be there, and he will show off a trailer.
Okay, so I commend you on trying there. Okay, but that I think anybody who knows anything about the gaming industry, video gaming industry, they could see that coming. That's pretty safe bet there. You bet on the New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl in that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom Brady sewing on a sixth finger so he could have another ring. Yeah, that's what you did just now. Just so you know.
I mean,
not to demean you.
He just loves attention, man. He can't help himself.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, some people will. Well, my first prediction is that, Microsoft, Mr. Bill Gates, he's out for blood. And my prediction, they're going to be nipping at Sony's heels. They're going to be like the emperor. They're trying to get their groove back. Okay, they're trying to steal that top game console. They haven't been able to compete with the PS4, so they're gonna be nipping. They're gonna maybe throw out that was it Project Scorpio?
Yeah,
I think that they're gonna try to knock Sony off their Japanese rocker. They're gonna take the gaming industry back. So my prediction is that Sony is gonna release Project Scorpio.
I mean, you mean Xbox? You said Sony.
Microsoft.
What did I say? And so Microsoft is going to release Project Scorpio, and they're gonna rock the boat a little. They're gonna fucking be gunning for the top spot. This is their rebuttal to Sony's PS4 console.
Well,
and it's.
I mean, is that so much a prediction? They already announced. They already announced that it's going to be at E3, so that's not really
another
a prediction.
safe prediction here.
Look at that! I was correct. Oh my God, Mantis, you've done it again.
No,
next prediction box. It
does
counts.
Not count.
Totally counts.
No, because it can't.
I said they were out for blood. Okay, did you see mention of blood in the announcement?
I don't think they're gonna be up on stage and say, "We are out for blood. We are going to take down Sony." They don't even talk about the other competitors when they're on stage.
They don't. That's why it's a prediction and hasn't happened yet.
Okay, well, if they don't talk about bringing down Sony, I don't think you get that point. But
Whatever.
anyway, my next prediction,
we'll see,
is that we haven't. There's one. Sony has released a lot of trailers for a lot of things right now, but there is one studio that's still in the dark that we don't know what they're doing at all. I think this is the year. Sucker Punch. They're gonna release a new game. They're gonna announce it with a trailer. Who knows when the fuck it'll come out, but they're gonna announce a new game. And it won't be Infamous. That's my guess.
Well, that prediction all in itself was a sucker punch. It's kind of a cheap little shot there. I just don't see it happening. And so, look, my next prediction. Look, guys. It's no secret. We're living in the fucking future.
Yeah.
And what else do you imagine when you picture the future other than virtual reality? VR. Okay. I predict that at E3 this year, VR is going to be shoved down your fucking throat. You're going to have a big burrito roll of VR shoved down your esophagus, straight into your it's gonna bypass your stomach and enter straight into your large intestines, and you're gonna shit it right back out. And they're gonna sew your asshole to your lips so you get some more VR down your throat. And possibly maybe they take some best-selling games, maybe a Skyrim, maybe like a Fallout 4. Something like that. Maybe they do like a little remake, a little rendition, a new updated little version, a new rendition that's VR compatible. Okay,
No.
I bet they do it. They take an RPG and they redo it. I guarantee it.
No,
Can I interject in
that's
your game?
never gonna happen.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to interject. Can I put
yeah,
doc
you can-
predictions?
you can do that.
Now
You can do
keep
that.
in mind, I'm not like a MLG guy like these
Major League
two.
Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very casual gamer, but based off what you two just said, hopefully I'm not stepping on any toes. Anyone's not already thinking about predicting this, but I think kind of building off of two of your things, Mantis, that Project Scorpio, Microsoft, they will be unveiling VR for the new Xbox.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it's like
Of
he
course
said,
it
it's
is.
shoved down your throat.
course
It's
it is.
trendy right now.
No, that's the thing though. If they wanted to be trendy, they would have already started on this 3 years ago.
How do you know they haven't? What are you? Are you some sort of insider?
No.
That's cheating. You know, that's cheating. You
I don't
can't-
have any ties
You
to
can't.
these people.
You can't be part of a company and then say, "Oh yeah, from what I just magically thought in my brain that Microsoft is developing a computer that has a built-in ass scratcher." And oh, look at there. Oh no, I didn't. Of course, I didn't go to MIT to study ass scratching technology. I have no ties to this. That's not a fucking prediction. You just look.
I can barely tie my shoes, as we discovered earlier. How am I going to have connections to these multi-million dollar companies?
It doesn't take much to scratch an ass box.
I mean, that's true, but I don't have any ties to these people, okay?
Whatever. What's okay?
I'm
so
gonna make
so
one
what's
more
your
prediction.
Okay, Doc.
One more.
Yeah, Doc should have been in this. What's your prediction?
Half-Life 3.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Go fuck yourself. What's your next prediction,
Okay.
Box?
This one,
Asshole.
this one's a Nintendo prediction.
Oh God.
I think it's about time we see the rise of the one, the only, the king of the jungle, DK.
I was gonna say Mario Kart. I'm just playing.
Oh yeah, we get some Donkey Kong in here. They're gonna announce a new Donkey Kong, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, as if. Look,
Although Nintendo never delivers on what anybody wants, so don't expect that. But this is the year of dreams. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get a new Donkey Kong, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, well, you know what? My last prediction. Mine. I'm 100% positive this is going to happen. This isn't prediction. This is foreshadowing. I want to use a more descriptive term to describe what I'm doing. I'm foreshadowing. My last prediction is that Box will buy every fucking thing that is displayed at E3, regardless of how shitty it is, because Box he has an unhealthy obsession with some of these games. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Box will give it a shot. Box will fucking take a pile of shit game and consume it for an unforetold amount of time. It doesn't matter what it is. Box gives it all a chance. So I predict that Box is going to buy at least 50% of the games that are displayed at E3 this year.
I mean, that's a pretty good prediction.
All right, I have one final prediction.
That's going to take so long to figure out if that happens or not. So what if I become the champion and then later on, whenever these games come out,
There'll be a referendum. And the title will be redistributed to its rightful heir.
oh God, God.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be me. So my final prediction is the chance of a possible new Elder Scrolls game.
I think
it's
Fucking
about
shit.
time.
Why didn't I say that? That probably is going to happen.
It's been what?
I was
6 years. It's been 6 years since.
Oh no.
I'm skeptical on it because
they
they
just
did
released-
they did Skyrim remastered
and Fallout 4.
and Fallout 4 has been 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it most development cycles was like 4 years.
Yeah, but that's two different projects, Fallout and Elder
But
Scrolls.
the same team
But
works
yeah, I
on
think.
them.
Oh, really? Well,
But and
yeah,
they also
I think
have
there's a
that
chance
Elder
of a new
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls game. Well, they have online and they did just release Morrowind for it. But
Yeah.
I think
I know I have like a sixth sense about that one too, but I can't.
I think Elder Scrolls is gonna Bethesda's gonna drop something big at E3.
Well,
vague,
that's whatever they always do. But tune in. You guys are gonna get updates on this one, and you're gonna see
when
that,
you next listen to this,
yeah, you're gonna see that Mantis was
I
completely
will
correct.
be reigned champion.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
gunning
yeah.
for that belt.
Y'all think that until they release Half-Life 3 finally.
Okay.
You'll feel real silly when I'm wearing that belt.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. We'll fucking see. We'll fucking see.
So, moving on, we had me and Mantis here. We had a conversation a while back. This is usually kind of his segment, but I had some hot content for this one, something big. It's for some conspiracy corner.
Yeah, this is the conspiracy corner. It's usually this sacred little piece that I keep to myself. Something that, I don't indulge in conspiracy theories often, but there are some things I just got to get this shit out to you people. I just have to let you know these truths that I've uncovered, and who am I to deny the truth to my listeners, to our listeners. And if Doc approaches me and he says, Mantis, look, I found a secret. I found a key. I found a little piece of reality that you may not be aware of. Who am I to deny him the right to step into my conspiracy corner and unveil the curtain?
So, my conspiracy corner, I figured it out. It hit me. It hit me hard, and it was just like, I've been blind to it. Everyone has been blind to this. They never thought of it. I thought of it, people. I thought of it, and you can't deny that it's the truth. No one can deny that this is what's happening right now in our lives. So, usually, after an election, right before an election, it's constant conflict and blah blah blah. And
yeah,
by the time it's over and done with, maybe a month later, it's pretty much that's the less you hear of it. Not this one.
No.
This one. By any means.
Normally,
we're still hearing about it. People still say not my president.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I don't care if you like him. He is. That's how it works. That's democracy. Get used to it. So that's aside the point though. So we still have a lot of just super leftist SJW ridiculous people out there. So ridiculous. They've gotten so ridiculous.
They've almost caricatured the typical thought that you have of a social justice warrior and of a regressive leftist.
Yes, absolutely.
They become a cartoon.
It's a joke on themselves at this point. And that's what I figured out. It's all an illusion.
It's all a
and you would
joke.
never know it. They're so good. They're so good at covering up what the actual truth is. You would never guess it. But guess what? My disillusional mind thought of this somehow. And whenever I thought of it, I was just like, this is obvious. This is the only reason this should be happening. Because in any other situation, it shouldn't be happening.
He pitched it to me over the phone. And he calls me and he's like, Mantis, I need to talk. Are you sitting down? That's the first thing he says. Are you sitting down? I'm like, oh, I'm always sitting down, friend. Go. What's going on?
So we've seen a lot lately. Hollywood, super liberal, super leftist. Well, here in recent times, in the past few months, we've seen a lot of red-pilled Hollywood people, celebrities coming out of the woodworks. Shows being canceled by major networks because their star spoke out on saying that he's right.
Speaking out against the popular, basically the popular opinion of
Hollywood.
Of
Hollywood. You can't do that. And he's not the only one. That one's not the only one. A lot of them have been coming out of the woodworks. One of them that shocked me. It's all this spawns off of Ricky Gervais, British actor. I've always liked him, real funny guy. But in the past,
that's the Office guy, right? The British Office guy?
Yeah, the British Office guy. He was also Idiot Abroad. He was in that.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, he gets around. He's been around.
Yeah. So in the past, he's somewhat of a outspoken, liberally type person.
Yeah.
He's been red-pilled.
Oh.
And as a person was reading me this article about how he's been red-pilled, what happened is he said something that was taken completely out of context, completely out, and the SJWs attacked. They swarmed him and said, "You're racist and you're a bigot and a xenophobe." And
the hive, the locusts have found their crop.
And you know what?
Harvest.
At that point, he realized, hey, this is fucking stupid. And he has been red-pilled. He's like, well, now that I see how they are.
Yeah, maybe these conservatives aren't so, maybe they're not so crazy. Maybe these conservatives know.
So that's when it dawned on me. That's when the major conspiracy dawned on me. All these SJWs, all these regressive leftists, they're actors. They're out there to cause controversy and to provoke and to poke and prod at you, but it's all acting. They're actually all. I figured it out. SJWs are great. They're right and they're right-wing people, and they're just really good actors. And they're going out there to act like to make the left look bad. It's like they're framing the left.
Yeah, it's like they've infiltrated. They've infiltrated the left. These conservatives have infiltrated the left.
I love the look on Box's face.
Oh
right
my god!
now.
His mouth is a gape. It's a gape. These conservatives. Yeah, they've infiltrated the left. They've become one with them. They got a mole in there. They got a bunch of moles in there in this little organization. They got a mole.
And they poke and prod at the leftists, at their supposed own people, and they poke them and they provoke them until the point that they say, "Fuck it, I'm going right."
Exactly. They're like, you know what? These people are so fucking ridiculous. I thought I was a liberal. I thought I was a progressive, but you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
Y'all are fucking stupid. Yeah. I'm out.
These guys over here. Yeah. These guys over here
uncovered it. Sorry, guys. Your cover's up.
Cover blown.
I hate to do that to my own.
The jig is up.
I'm doing it to my own people here, but your cover's blown.
Oh my god!
I keep doing what you're doing.
It's the perfect plan.
No, it is.
It's
definitely
the perfect fucking plan because rather than trying to convince someone that they're wrong, why not just like instead of trying to throw out your line, cast out your line from your little pole and trying to hook somebody in and reel them in, why not have them fucking hook onto you and reel themselves in? Okay?
Exactly.
That's exactly what's happening. These people are being converted by their own ranks. And it's the perfect crime. It's the perfect fucking crime. And Trump, it's not a coincidence because Trump is familiar with Hollywood. He's a TV star.
Well.
He knows how to get in there. He knows how to infiltrate. He's been amongst the Hollywood elitists for decades.
Mm-hmm.
He got a couple moles in there, and he's like, hey.
Go out there and act like an idiot.
Hey, take this brick. And I want you to bust the shit out of a Starbucks, okay? Not only because they got shitty coffee. Oh, no, listen, please. They've got shitty coffee.
It's the worst coffee probably on the planet.
On the planet. Listen to me, seriously. You're going to go in, you're going to bust the window, and here comes the wall, right? That's the vision. That's the image. Keep it in your mind, okay?
So yeah, you're figured out. It's your cover's blown. I am. You know what? I know how you feel, Mantis. I'm the light now.
No.
That shines. I'm the light that shines in the darkness. I am the lighthouse that guides the ship of
you
wonderment.
You are the tiny nutsack hanging off of the side of the lighthouse that guides the people ashore, okay? That's what you are. You're the fuzzy, shriveled up little nutsack that hangs off of my side that sometimes tells me
that your nutsack is fuzzy and shriveled up.
That whenever I start to nod off, whenever I'm supposed to be on ship guiding duty, you're like, hey Mantis, hey.
Yeah, but so what you're saying is I have to pick up the slack because you didn't.
You tickle my sack and you tickle you yourself and you say, hey Mantis, wake up.
When
wake
the
up.
Mantis show takes a weird turn, we'll be right back,
Mantis,
folks.
you're forgetting to tell these people all of these existential truths. You're forgetting to guide everyone into the shore safely. You're forgetting to tell everyone that it's all going to be okay. Wake up, open your eyes, and shine the light out to sea.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be my shriveled up little nutsack. Okay, on my tiny, small, below average lighthouse.
So, to wrap it up, SJWs, you're great actors. Keep doing what you're doing. Get them over to our side.
Yeah,
oh my God.
You're doing the country a service, and I'm about to do you guys a service. As you remember,
we're not doing this again.
Remember last week we had a little game of Bean Boozled. Okay, well, my original plan was to do one pill. I'm red pilled. I'm Bean Boozled pilled. But anyways, my original plan was for each of us to have a single Jelly Belly a week, and then we got a few weeks behind on it. So I decided last week we do 3 Jelly Bellies. And I'm a man who's capable of compromising. Me and my little insect, my little praying mantis arms. I'm going to make a compromise here, and I'm going to say we're going to bring this back. We're going to do 2. We're going to do 2 jelly beans apiece this week.
No, we are not.
We're going to do 0 jelly beans a week.
I don't even know if last week's, it was just so bad. Just so bad. It's not even worth.
I just got the taste of canned dog food out of my mouth, Mantis.
Okay,
it's not worth the pain, the suffering.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you guys are going to be bitches this entire show, we might as well just close up shop right now. If that's what we're going to do. I'll match you for every fucking jelly bean you eat. I'll fucking match you. I'll eat a jelly bean, and then if you eat one, I'll eat a second one. So I'll eat fucking 6 jelly beans if you guys eat fucking 2.
Oh my God, no. I really don't want to do this.
If you will stick to that, if you mean that, I'll endure 2.
I will refer to the rule book that was agreed upon by the people who commissioned this game, and we'll
I have another
out.
stipulation to the game as well.
Okay,
I'm picking the jelly beans out because I find it to be a little coincidental that you pulled out 2 out of 3 good flavors.
Listen, last week Juicy Pear was way too sweet. I felt my blood sugar spike as soon as I ate that fucking jelly bean
all week. Oh my God, Juicy Pear!
I'm a super taster.
I'm a super taster. Jelly, whatever, fucking peach is. Pear, what the fuck ever was too sweet.
You know what? Fine. You know what? We'll call it quits this week. You know what?
No.
You know what? No. Next week we'll just have 3 jelly beans.
We're bitches. But now when he's up to having to eat 6 of them for R2, all of a sudden he doesn't want to do it.
I'll eat 6 of them at fucking once, you son of a bitches.
It almost seems like
sons of bitches.
It almost seems like this game really fucking sucks.
No, okay, Lo. No, I get to listen. You don't get to call the shots, Doc. I'm eating 6 of these fucking shit flavored jelly beans. You're going to
1 at a time.
No, I'm eating them all at once. It's gonna be
1 at a time.
Box. Talk some sense into him, Doc. I've had 8 beers tonight.
Remember
I'm not
the dead fish box.
I remember it very well.
Listen.
I wanted to die.
Oh my God. You've been listening to the fucking Mantis show.
Yeah, no beans.
No beans.
It'll be back next week, you sons of bitches. But you have been listening to the Mantis show with Box Watterson. As always, let's not forget Doc, the doctor, our medical fucking professional, or he's a doctor of something, I'm sure.
Somewhere, in some context.
Can I get a yeah, Doc? Yeah! And last and obviously not least, Me, you've been listening to me, Mantis. Check us out on Twitter at The Mantis Show. And tune in next week because I may end up having to eat this entire fucking box of Jelly Bellies. Have a good one, folks.